Hi everyone, welcome to this vlog. And for today's video is I am going to tackle about the evaluation of max value algorithm in terms of time and space complexity. So in this video is I am going to explore you to find all even numbers in an array algorithm. I'll explain the algorithm, walk you through an examples and discuss its time complexity. Before we proceed to the next presentation, I will just going to define what is algorithm. An algorithm is a step-by-step set of instructions used to solve a problem or complete a task. Also, the goal is to find all even numbers in a given array. An even is an integer that is divisible by 2 without any remainder. So these are the step by step of finding an array. So the first step is initialize an empty list to store an even numbers. The second step is loop through each element in the array. Step 3, check if elements is even using the modulo operator. Fourth step, if the element is even, add even numbers. Step 5. Continue until all elements have been checked. Number 6. Return the last even numbers. So I have an example in here to find an even numbers. So our numbers is 10, 21, 32, 43, 54, and 65. So we will just going to follow the step by step. So the first is we will going to initialize an empty list even numbers. So loop through each element. So the first number is 10. So 10 is even, so we will going to add it as an even numbers. The next number is 21. 21 is not an even, so we're going to skip it because there's an integer of 21. So 32 is, it is even, so we're going to add it to the list. And the 43 is not even, and the 54 is even. So we're going to 65. The 65 is not an even, so we're going to skip it. So the final even numbers are 10, 32, and 54. So this is the Python code that we can use for finding an even numbers. So even numbers equals to empty list numbers. This is an array numbers. So for num in numbers, if num percent 2 equals 0, if para mabasa niya kung kani ba siya is divisible by 2 without any remainder. And the time complexity, worst case is that we check every elements in the array exactly once. That's the time complexity as 0n, where n is the number of elements in the array. And computation explanation, for each element in the array, we perform a constant time operations, check if, checking if it is even and adding it to the list if it is. This result is a linear time complexity. While in the space complexity, as we use additional space to store the list of even numbers. In the worst case, if all numbers in the array are even, the space complexity is 0n. When we say 0n, is that this means that the time it takes to complete the algorithm grows linearly with the size of input n. That's it. We've explored the find on even numbers in an array. algorithms. Walk you through another examples and analyze its time complexity. I hope this explanation was clear and helpful. Thank you for watching.